Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we're going to be changing the brakes on a 2019 Honda Civic. You're going to need this OEM front and rear brake caliper toolkit that you can rent at AutoZone. You're going to need the brake pads. This is the part number. A number 7 Allen key. A 19mm socket or a tire iron. And then to jack up your car. Before you jack up your car, you want to put on the e-brake and loosen all the bolts. And then you can put it up and take the bolts completely off. So after you get the tire off, and you're gonna want to, there's these little rubber caps in here. You can just take them out with your finger or a flathead, but they're pretty easy to pop out. After you take those out, you're gonna need this number 7 Allen key, or if you have the proper tool, and just loosen it. Don't forget you're facing the other way, so in this case, loosey righty, tighty lefty. So you're gonna jerk them down. After that, these bolts should pop out. Okay, so after you've loosened these, you kind of just, wiggle out. You don't have to pull them all the way out. Just make sure they're out like that. Then you're gonna need a flathead to pull this out. Couldn't find my flathead, so just fucking got a star. You're just gonna have to do one hand. I'm gonna cut to when I take this off, and then I'll be okay. I got it out. So when you guys take this out, just want to pry on it, like somewhere right here with the flat bar, or with the flathead screwdriver, and it'll pop right out. And you want to kind of not bend it in any way. So if you can, the less damage, the better, obviously. And at that point, the caliper should just be ready. Just wiggle it off. 2 hands are better than 1. I'll be right back. Get the caliper off. Now, if you've been hearing grinding, you're probably gonna need to change your rotors like me, but I'll probably do that in another video for today. But if you plan on doing it, might as well do it at the same time. Make it easy. So this is the old brake pads, and these are the new ones. As you can see, a lot more meat. So, and if this is stuck, try turning on and off your e-brake. If not, you're gonna have to just you're gonna have to wiggle it off slowly. Just be real careful with this. But usually when you turn off the e-brake, it should compress. And if not, that's why we got those. So what you might notice or might happen to you is the J-piece might not have enough room to fit in. So what you're gonna have to do without the J-piece, find the piece that fits and twist it. This is gonna compress the piston and gonna give you more than enough room to put in the J-piece. Might take a little while, but you got it. I'll be back when this is compressed. So once you compress the caliper without this J-piece, you slide in the J-piece over this handle and you just start twisting it down. You're gonna compress it and tighten it at the same time. And you should see the caliper compressing. Easy peasy. And every once in a while, get this tight. So once the caliper is completely compressed, you're gonna want to place the brake pads into the rotor. Now, if you don't remember how they go, they only go one way. The one with the metal clip is gonna go in the back. And you want to try not to touch the pads, especially if your hands are fucking dirty, freaking dirty. Sorry about that. Smooth. Then you put this caliper on. Sometimes they get caught up on this, so you want to retract it. Just push it out. And push it back in. Same thing with this one. Now, I just tighten it enough so that way it catches the threads. And after that, because you don't want to mess up the threadings, you want to strip it, none of that stuff. And make sure you don't go too much force. If it doesn't feel like it's going in right, it's probably not. So you're gonna tighten these, put these in, and then we're gonna put in our spring clip from earlier, and I'll show that right now. So while you're tightening the two 7mm Allen keys in the back, you also want to make sure everything's kind of going into place right. Nothing seems weird. Nothing's rubbing against anything it shouldn't be. And these bolts aren't too tight, but make sure you put them right. Good. And now the spring. So the spring goes under this into this one. That one's pretty easy. This one, slide it in like that. Put some the bottom piece. It should be like nothing. Now if you feel the calipers are still a little loose, I mean the brake pads are still a little loose, don't worry about that. That's because the piston is compressed. So what you're gonna wanna do is go turn on your e-brake, turn off your e-brake, and then come check it. If there's something wrong after that, then you need to redo your work. If there's not, then we go on from there. And I'll do that right now. So after you pressed on and on the e-brake, just feel that none of the brake pads move. It means the piston's compressed, that the springs aren't going nowhere. That's good. Oh, don't forget the caps and back. You don't need them, but you know, they're there for a reason. And then just slap on your tires and you're done.